action tonight. Smooth all the way between the rails. 3 wide nearly as they come down the front stretch now. Nace on the inside. Third high on the high side. Bobby Parado continues to lead, but here comes Jim Nace. Nace now on the inside off turn 2 and down the back stretch takes the lead. Your reigning Selinsgrove track champion Jim Nace now has the lead and he's in control.
He was something else and unreplaceable. I tell you what, I interviewed Jim quite a few times, and I know what you mean. I always kind of held my breath when I was interviewing him because I never knew what he was going to say. And when you go to Canada with him when we're trying to talk to French people, and they don't understand us, and we don't understand them. He gives them one of the one-liners. It's a lot of good times. Todd, best of luck tonight. I understand Allison drew the number 1 hill for qualifying. Yeah, I wasn't there, so I'm sure there's people thinking that was rigged, but maybe it's all falling together because of Jim. I hope so, and I hope we can capitalize on that one. Todd, best wishes tonight. I know you want to win this for Jim, and hopefully we'll talk to you later on tonight after those 44 laps, and maybe even the $26,000. All right, thanks a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, the driver of the Camel Express, number 26 tonight will be Todd Shaffer. Jimmy Russell, the crew chief for Jim Nace through the 1980s, and of course he hooked up here with Todd for quite a number of years. Jim, I know these guys are best friends, and you've been fortunate to hook up with 2 of the best sprint car drivers to ever come out of Pennsylvania, and that's got to mean a lot to you. Yeah, it does. It makes me look good. I guess it's a combination. You have to, really be good friends to work together and put all the hours in that we did. And everybody, they always stayed to be the best of friends. We rode motorcycle and we just, our family stayed in touch, and he was probably the greatest friend I've ever had. Well, Frank's going to be showing up later. Frank Campbell, he's chairing a fundraising event tonight down in Harrisburg, and hopefully we're going to get a chance to talk to Frank a little bit later on tonight. But Frank told me on the telephone, when the car was being lettered last week, he walked into Todd's race shop, and he said the first thing he saw was the number 26 on the fuel cell. And he said it's just very emotional, surreal to walk into that race shop and see a number 26 on the fuel cell. And for you to stand out here on the front stretch, I mean, this is where we interviewed Jim Nace so many times while you were turning the wrench before we built that victory lane back there. Yeah, we're all fans for coming. It's a great honor to a real friend, a competitor, and definitely a true champion. Absolutely. 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get engine starts underway, how about one more big round of applause? Todd Shaffer, Jimmy Russell here on the front stretch with a Camel Express number 26. The first time one straight car has been here at Selinsgrove Speedway in 21 years. On a regular basis, and Frank Campbell and Gary and Patty Beam have been good friends for a long time, and they got together to put this 26 together for tonight's tribute race to Jim Nace. Ladies and gentlemen, driving the Camel Express number 26, it is a new track record! In 1972, he graduated from East Juniata High School and went to work as a mechanic. While he was a natural at turning the wrenches, all he ever wanted to do since he was a young child was turn the wheel of a race car. In 1976, he married his high school sweetheart, Crystal Wilmer, and she became his biggest supporter and #1 fan for the next 33 years. He and Crystal became the parents of 2 wonderful daughters, Mindy and Jamie, and I can tell you all 3 of his girls meant the world to him. He started his racing career in what were called the Bombers, an entry-level stock car division here at Selinsgrove Speedway, in which he won a single race. He also raced the Super Sportsman cars at Silver Spring Speedway in the beginning, But his lifelong dream was to race sprint cars. And he didn't just want to drive a sprint car, he didn't just want to win in a sprint car. More than anything, he wanted to be a sprint car champion. And in time, he proved time and again that he was a true champion, both on the track as well as off the track. In 1976, he borrowed some money, put together his own sprint car team, and started living his dream. And in his first full season of sprint car racing, he won his first career race in the 1976 Tuscarora 50 at Fort Royal Speedway. In 1983, he was hired to drive one of the most popular and widely recognized sprint cars on the circuit, the Camel Express number 26. He fulfilled his destiny when he won back-to-back sprint car titles at Selinsgrove Speedway in 1986 and 1987, which was his best year with 12 victories in the overall Central Pennsylvania sprint car title. That was in 1987. He also won a championship at Susquehanna Speedway in 1988. But it was here at Selinsgrove Speedway, his home racetrack, where he racked up wins and championships on a routine basis. He won Selinsgrove track titles in 1987, 1988, 1989, 1994, and 1995. After the 1997 season, he went into semi-retirement from the sport to focus on the family screen printing business, Fast Tees. Then he made a comeback in 2001, and was instrumental in helping Selinsgrove Speedway to establish the 358 sprint car division as the weekly open-wheel attraction. Sadly, in 2002, he was diagnosed with cancer and forced to put his racing career on hold. All the time through his illness, he was an inspiration to us all, resilient and determined to beat this twist of fate. And by 2004, he was back again behind the wheel of the sprint car here at Selinsgrove Speedway. But the battle with cancer was a hard-fought one, and in 2006, he drove his final 2 races in a sprint car here at Selinsgrove Speedway. In all, he won 9 track championships and more than 70 career victories. When it became apparent that his health would no longer allow him to drive a race car, he turned his efforts and love of the sport to fielding one for other drivers the past couple of years. After a courageous 7-year battle with cancer, we said goodbye to our 5-time sprint car track champion on November 11, 2009. He was 55 years old, and he left behind a legacy that few will ever match, and memories that all of us here tonight can share with future generations of race fans to carry on his memory. His exciting driving style throughout his career earned him the nickname the Rim Rider, but most of us simply called him Nace. He was a fellow competitor to many in this field tonight, a great friend, father, husband, storyteller, and yes, one of the greatest sprint car champions of all time. Fans, he is with us in spirit here tonight. Would you cheer one more time in his memory here? The Camel Express number 26, and the Fast Tees number 6, racing out of Thompsontown and in our hearts forever, Nace.
Traffic. He's trying to get ahead into turns 3 and 4. Jim Nace really has the Camel Express cranked up tonight. He's pulled away from Bobby Barrow. We get a look at the rest of the field as they come off turn 4. Jim Nace looking at the back of Roger DaCosta, and Nace has to get on the brake pedal. DaCosta all over the speedway, and I'm sure Nace will be happy when he gets around him, and he just did. Up in turns 3 and 4. Nace putting 2-lap cars now between himself and your second place winning Frankie Kerr. We'll watch him off turn 4. Nace brings him down. Kerr runs second. In the leading moments, 5 laps to go in this feature event. Jim Nace continues to lead Frankie Kerr. And it's 63th Mill Roller. 4 to go on Jim Nace now in that Camel Express number 26. Nace just flying around the Selinsgrove Speedway. The track in beautiful shape tonight. Picking up a little bit of dust in the corners now, but super smooth. And here comes Nace in that Camel Express number 26. Traffic, Dave Stewart in the number 1S. Nace puts it in very nice and smooth in turn number 1. A little bit of black now showing in the corners. So they've used this racetrack up here tonight. But Earl Zeckman had the track in super beautiful condition tonight, super smooth. Here comes Nace now on the tail end of some more lap traffic. He's trying to get around Steve DaCosta in the number 07, and he does cleanly. He's got 2 lap cars between himself and your second place running Frankie Kerr. White flag in the hands of Charlie Page. Here comes the checkered flag for Jim Nace. He picks up the win with almost a straightaway lead over Frankie Kerr. Right? But the crew and Frank Campbell, the car owner, very happy tonight, I'm sure, with the performance that Jim Nace has turned in here at Selinsgrove. Just about wraps up the feature event action for the sprint cars, and we'll be back with more racing action here at the Selinsgrove Speedway.
Who started 10th in this event and picks up his second win of the season. Ladies and gentlemen,